Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Housewives Edit. My name is Elle and I am here to talk about the two loves of my life, editing and housewives. Well, you guys, we did it. Thank you so much. We made it to 300 subscribers. Okay, I was asking you guys just last week if we could help get the channel to actually 200 subscribers and I would do a bonus episode. And we got there and I actually did do the bonus episode with Kim and Kyle, the iconic scene in the limo. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. But then we actually hit 300. So at this 300 mark, I wanted to do another bonus episode for you guys. This is the iconic scene in Salt Lake City Housewives. Homeland Security and NYPD show up in the Beauty Lab and Laser parking lot. This was such an iconic scene, especially when it comes to editing and how they made it so much more dramatic and fun for us to watch. Remember, we talked so much about building and how important that is to keeping the audience's attention. And this scene absolutely had to do that. Even though it was juicy just in its own right, they really had to keep the momentum going. So let's jump right in.
Those shoes are amazing. How do you walk in those?
You know very well.
Hi.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is they're starting very high. Now this is going to lend itself to being really great for contrast and tone shift later because we all know what's coming. They had to start out with Jen driving up in this truck and taking her luggage out and she's on the phone. The music is light, everything's very light and very easy. If they had started where she's walking up and there's some suspenseful music and maybe that feels a little bit darker, the tone shift wouldn't be as strong and the scene wouldn't be as compelling as it is as it unfolds. They do all of that on purpose.
Hi, Jen.
Here's snacks.
Of course,
Yay.
Jen brought snacks too.
Well, you gotta give me a hug. I haven't seen you.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Love the hair. Oh my gosh,
Hi.
so pretty. How long did it take?
It took her like 2 hours.
Remember, every single moment that they leave in is for a purpose. And you guys might be like, okay, why would they leave in a moment talking about her hair? They're just leaving in very light, easy, mundane topics like hair and how long it took because they know that the heavy stuff is coming up. They leave in the light stuff to kind of put us in a light mood. When the heavy stuff comes up, it's going to be this huge contrast.
How's everybody doing?
We're great.
Amazing.
Good.
Wow, okay, this right here is super exciting. We don't see this that often. We don't see camera people setting up the stage. He's actually mounting a camera. I don't know if they're using a GoPro. It looks like a little bit more intense than that. And he's actually talking to the ladies. So this is some real behind the scenes stuff that we're seeing already off the bat. They're already starting to bring us into the behind the scenes because this scene is going to unravel a little bit more into behind the scenes stuff.
How's everybody doing?
We're great.
Amazing.
Good.
They even cut to this part and you can actually even see his hand screwing on the camera. It's giving us a clue that this angle, which is going to become an important angle later, is not being shot by a man with a camera. It's actually just being shot like fly on the wall inside the limo bus or whatever it is.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Actually,
No, not.
Okay, and then they cut to this angle, which is his camera on the seat in the limo. Why is this interesting to me? I'm a nerd, that's why it's interesting to me. The reason why they use this angle is because it throws us off a little bit. She is looking at her phone and something on that phone doesn't feel great. We are purposely being thrown off balance just the same way that Jen Shah feels. Let's keep going.
No, not yet. We're at Beauty Lab and Laser in the parking lot. I need to go to the house? Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, there are more shots there and a wider shot, and then they cut to the mounted camera. It's a dirty shot, which is something that is done to kind of give that fly on the wall thing where you're like, I'm not supposed to be seeing this. And you can see she looks and makes eye contact with that mounted camera, we know in that moment something big has gone down and she does not want the camera to be on, and it just starts to build suspense, and then they start the music. Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun. Oh my God.
Hold on one
like,
second.
This is the buildup. Right now we're at the bottom of the mountain, which to me is the most exciting part because they are pushing it up the mountain, which just means they have to build. And this is all in editorial. Of course, the scene was so dramatic and exciting probably when it was happening in real life, but nothing like building this type of thing in editorial. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine the editors being so excited to do this.
One of the GoPros didn't roll, but I rolled it.
Can I what?
Can we turn it off?
Okay, so she says, can I turn off the mic? And then they add these little sound effects. I know for a fact when I turn off my mic pack, all I hear is sort of a pop. It's like a pop sound. It's not the sound of feedback. If they had actually done the real sound effect, a lot of people who watch this aren't necessarily and shouldn't be familiar with sound design that goes in production. They might be kind of confused by that sound. So instead they give a sound that's actually familiar to the audience. Everyone has experienced a mic feeding back. It really gives that effect of like a mic is being manipulated here.
Is that gonna fit?
Well, we're gonna try to make it fit. Okay.
So again, they cut to sort of a lighter moment, right? They're trying to fit bags into a car. Whenever you're dealing with something dramatic, there's always like the light moments going on around it, people that are totally unaware of what's happening. And then they cut to Jen and she's on the phone looking very concerned.
Hi,
brought
Lisa.
tequila. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, Mama. I love the braids. You look good, babe. Are you okay?
So when she's talking on the phone or when she's listening on the phone, we remember now that she does not have a mic on at that point. You hear the music is loud, right? But she's talking on the phone or listening to it. Heather comes out, and obviously Heather's mic'd up. Then all of a sudden the sound, boom, comes back in again.
Hi, Mama. I love the braids.
It's all to throw us off. You'll see it in horror movies done all the time. When someone's being thrown off or discombobulated, they'll do weird camera angles, transitions, they'll do light stuff. They're trying to make us feel the way that the character feels, and that's what they're doing here. Jen is totally discombobulated by this conversation. The sound goes out, the music goes up, Heather comes out, all of a sudden the sound comes in, whoa, she's like, oh my God, I love your braids, you know, talking about stuff that I'm sure Jen couldn't care less about right now. Our hearts should be starting to beat right now. That's really what they're going for.
I have some bad news.
What's going on?
I just got a phone call and Sharif Senior's in the hospital. He has internal bleeding, so I need to go. They're like, are you still in Salt Lake? And I said, yeah, we're still here. So I need to go up there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
Where,
my bags are here. I don't know, he had an appointment and he has internal bleeding and they're not sure if they're gonna need to do surgery and I don't really know what's going on.
Okay, so interestingly enough here, usually what they would do with something like that where someone's telling the information in any other episode, they probably would have just ended with her saying, you know, what she said. She said it pretty concisely to Heather. And
They're like, are you still in Salt Lake? And I said, yeah, we're still here. So I need to go up there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
then she said, you know, my bags are in the car basically. And usually what they probably would have done is just cut to her leaving. But what's interesting is they just kept the camera running.
I don't know, he had an appointment and he has internal bleeding and they're not sure if they're gonna need to do surgery and I don't really know what's going on.
If you guys have been in a situation where you're feeling, you know, out of sorts or something major is going on, you start to ramble and you start to repeat yourself and you start to kind of be in that haze, that daze, and they want to show that here because she's in it.
I mean, do you need us to stay? You know what I mean?
No, you guys go and I'll figure out what's going on. If he's okay, then I can like catch a flight or something.
I mean, how can he be okay? Come here. Sorry, it's gonna be okay, baby, right? Is it gonna be okay? I don't even know what's going on. Okay, you gonna tell them?
Hi, you guys.
Hey.
I just got a call from
And I love those moments where it ends with a question, and instead of having her say yes to the question, it's action, it's action, it's action. Heather says, are you gonna tell them? And instead of her going, yeah, I should tell them, and then cutting to it, which loses momentum, which loses the audience's attention, they cut right to her getting into the car and obviously telling them.
I just got a call from the hospital, and Sharif Senior's there, and he has internal bleeding, so I don't really know what's going on.
Wait, like Sharif, your husband?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what
Right
happened? Like,
I don't know. He had an appointment, and he has some internal bleeding. That's like all I know. And then they might have to do surgery. So they're like, you should come here.
are you okay?
So,
Wait.
no, I just don't know what's wrong.
Here, I can help you get your stuff.
Okay, can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Hey, you look gorgeous. Can you tell?
She just seems so out of it in this moment, and I believe that the editors left in all those moments where she continues to explain and explain and explain, because it does also, again, put us into her shoes and remind us of those times we've been in those moments. She's also saying things like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on, and then explaining details that we know are not true. They're leaving all this in for a reason because they want us to feel some type of way.
Can you tell him we hope he's okay?
Yeah, I will.
Listen, just keep in touch with us.
Yeah, I will.
Will
Listen.
you please keep us posted?
Yeah, just keep us posted. And if you want us to turn the bus around, I can turn that bus around. Hey, Jen. Jen, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I just gotta go figure out what's going on.
Let us know if you need anything.
Okay, I will.
All right, see ya. Okay, here. Okay.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Hey, love you.
Love you too.
I'll text
It's gonna
you.
be okay.
Okay.
We'll pray for you.
And now, just as a quick side note, they go to the picture of them all holding the snowflake. Usually, whenever they show that, there's some sort of music, but in this, they pull all the sound out and they just have that stinger that it gives us more of a suspenseful feel than if they'd had full music going on over that.
All right.
Trip canceled.
I know, that's what I said. I'm like, we don't have to go. I mean, if you want us to stay. But she said if he doesn't get surgery, she wants to come. Like, meet us there.
Let's just wait for, should we or no?
Well, I mean, that's what I would think.
How else is she gonna get there?
I don't know. But I don't know if we should, like, wait till she figures out what's going on.
I mean, this is just not awesome.
Yeah, I don't think
Are you guys
all around.
serious about thinking about not going? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
You guys are really
Yeah.
considering it?
yeah.
Well, I'm fine either way.
Okay, so here is where sort of the fun begins for us. Again, they have a moment with the producer coming in. This is a peek behind the curtain, a breaking of the fourth wall, where she's actually asking the ladies, like, are you guys seriously thinking about not going? Because, like, she's obviously, like, because scheduling and all the stuff that production and producers are always thinking about constantly in their heads. And this is such a clue to us that something is different. Something is so different about this scene that it's not just going to be your regular drama of the ladies saying, oh, you know, talking amongst themselves and then moving right on from it. Something a little bit deeper is going down. That's why they included this producer coming in here.
Because I texted him. I think if she can make it, then she can catch a flight and probably beat us there.
I think we should just go.
But she wants us to go.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's see what happens. Let's stay in touch.
But yeah, Justin's gonna reach out to her and Sharif and see what's going on and try to get us an update. But I say,
Can we,
go
if it's not super serious, can she get a private driver?
I mean, one of the Shah squad will drive her.
yeah, she has
Private driver. She has at her beck and call. Yeah.
Murillo.
One of the 8 will drive her. Yeah.
Okay, so they left in that moment, I think, on purpose. The allegations at the time were so much about just all of the lavish spending and the amount of assistance to be doing all of this dirty work, alleged dirty work that was going on. And so I personally think that the editors left in that moment where they're talking about, like, oh, she has like 8 people at her beck and call that will do whatever she wants. Dun, dun, dun.
Hopefully Jen is
So here we got a dawn, big sound that you hear when something major is about to go down in a movie. It goes on here, and all that we see is this guy with a police, vest through the window. They don't even close up on it. In a horror movie or something, it's like a bunch of girls sitting in a room. They just have like a quick shadow, walking through the room or something like that, and a sound. That is like the freakiest, scariest thing to me ever. And they do it here with this, police FBI, whatever's coming.
Hopefully Jen is meeting us there. Let's just think positive, you guys.
I would think she's coming, do you?
When she threw that down.
Okay, so they have that music. It's almost like a steam engine. You see that there's some police coming in through the window. This is a horror movie. You'd be like, turn around and look through the window. And then it's which kind of hitting that note, like now we're going to hear something from this.
If she doesn't, we know why.
Yeah.
She wants us to have fun. I would want you guys to have fun if my husband was dying.
I would too. I'd be like, go, have a blast.
Oh my God.
She just said, I would like you guys to go have fun if my husband's dying. Like, please don't say that.
That's my opinion!
There's police and they have handcuffs out.
Homeland Security.
We're looking for Jen Shah.
She just left.
Can you just say if my husband were what? Your hair
Dying.
is so...
These low angles that you see of the police, they left all of this all in on purpose. I'm not saying they shot it like this on purpose because I'm sure it was just the way that it was shot. They obviously don't want to be putting a camera in the face of Homeland Security. So they're holding it down and you get these things, you know, the people asking the questions.
Hi. Wait, there's police. We're good. Look at the police here. What did you do, Heather?
I don't know what the popo are here.
Why are the police there?
NYPD.
So here we have that hard music again too, those two hits. They really had to build moment outside, moment in the limo, moment outside, moment in the limo, moment them looking at each other. They're building that ladder, they're building that brick wall because it's really keeping us engaged. If they just let it go the way that it was actually going, which I'm sure there were a lot of like dead, silent moments that weren't that exciting, our attention might not be as riveted.
What vehicle?
How many minutes
What vehicle
ago?
did she leave?
What type of vehicle was she driving?
The truck?
What color?
Wow, they have like SWAT team and stuff. What the heck? Oh.
Is this a prank?
Wait, what the is going on?
So the violins come in. When the violins come in any sort of movie, major stuff is going down. Violins give it a very hurried, frantic feel. You know we're starting to ramp up. Our boulder is almost all the way up that hill. The violins are gonna push it those last few inches.
She's with her husband, you said?
Wait, Jen? If they were asking about Jen.
Holy shit, what the is going on?
What's going on?
We have to just talk to make sure she's okay.
This is not good.
Yeah, as far as you know, we're in the hospital. It's not Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. Is she okay though?
Yeah.
Is this a prank? Is Jen playing a prank on us though?
So when they have those producers responding to the HSI, I think that was such a brilliant moment to leave in, because if it was just the characters, the girls answering them, it would feel like it's like, yeah, like of course they're gonna be answering them. It almost would feel like a normal scene. But the fact that the producers are answering questions and that the police aren't even really talking to the ladies, we know that this is far more serious than we could have imagined.
Guns on them?
Are you serious?
Do you know that she's okay? That she left?
She left here, she's on the phone, and she left here. She got in the car, took her bag, and she said that her husband had internal bleeding and she was headed straight to the hospital and she didn't want us to stay with her.
Something's weird.
She asked me to turn off her mic.
I brought them. One of the GoPros getting involved and I rolled it.
Yeah, I was there, I heard.
It's not about Sharif.
And then Lisa says the thing, it's not about Sharif, which is the crux of it all. Yes, absolutely, she's right. And we hear a significant stinger to show us that yes, what she just said is correct.
We just want to make sure she's okay and talk to her, that's all.
I'm scared of the popo in general, but this gave me pause. This feels like SWAT team. I mean, they're...
You guys, I'm gonna puke. You guys, I'm literally going to...
They're looking for Jen.
Yeah.
Now, I just want you guys to think about this for 1 second. Think about this entire scene going down with absolutely no music, no stingers, no nothing. I wish I could have the raw footage and just cut it for you guys to see how much of editing makes stuff fun for us to watch. That scene in the parking lot, although dramatic as it was and how dramatic stuff it led to, was literally these guys coming up and just being like, is she okay? Is everything cool? Do you guys know where she is? Okay, great. All right. thanks so much for the info, and then they walk away. We know it's serious. We know exactly the allegations are serious. If you didn't know any of those things and you saw all of this, of course, yeah, like all these police, it's going to be kind of weird and scary and all that and very, very eerie. But the actual moments, it was not like, you know, anything major going down in this parking lot right now, but the music, the reaction shots, the different angles they got, the sound effects, the words that they were saying, the producers responding, all of it created this building into this really dramatic scene. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. I love doing these videos for you guys. Continue to put in the comments other scenes that you would like me to cover besides the scenes that are coming up every single week for us in our current franchises. And until next time.
Sort of. It's throwing my balance off a little.